Why yes, I did make this intro. Thank you for noticing. It sucks. Fuck you. Self-deprecation as a means to deflect criticism has been a big complaint against a lot of commentary channels here over the past few months, most notably as an accusation from Keemstar during his whole commentary community feud a few months back.
I'm repeating myself, I'm making boring content, I'm taking a 3-minute video and turning it into a 10-minute video. My content is just absolutely garbage. I repeat myself over and over and over again. I repeat the same point over and over and over again. And the reason why I'm telling you all of this is so you can't criticize me. You can't criticize me because I'm self-aware! Self-aware!
Now, while Keemstar in this video was mainly talking about self-awareness rather than self-deprecation, I think in this situation they're two sides of the same coin. On one side, you have self-awareness, which is the conscious knowledge of one's own character, feelings, motives, and desires. Or in more relative phrasing to how I understand it in terms of YouTube, it's being knowledgeable about how your content is going to be perceived. Then on the opposite side of the coin, we have self-deprecation, which is being modest about or criticizing oneself, which is pretty self-explanatory. And together, these two have been a pretty common go-to for the commentary community. As a simple example of this, let's have a look at a pyrocynical video entitled Worst Song Ever, Bibby H, How It Is, Wap Bap.
How's it going, everyone? I'm not putting BuzzFeed in the title today, can I? Let's get a round of applause. Thank you so much.
And to break it down, we have Pyro being self-aware that he's recently been putting BuzzFeed in the title of his videos quite a bit, and his self-deprecation comes in when he sarcastically claps for himself and imposes text on the screen saying, "Holy shit, BuzzFeed isn't in the title." Now, I'm not exactly sure why he put this joke in because, from what I can tell, in his past 30 videos, he's only had one video with BuzzFeed in the title. I assume he's making reference to 2 months ago when he had 3 BuzzFeed videos within the span of 2 weeks, and he assumes that people are getting sick of seeing him make videos on that topic. But this is an example of pairing self-awareness and self-deprecation. Pyro knows or thinks he's been overusing BuzzFeed lately, and so he makes reference to it. Now, you can argue whether or not he did this for the purposes of avoiding criticism from people noticing that he made so many BuzzFeed videos, but it is a pairing of both self-deprecation and self-awareness. However, personally, this isn't really an instance that I would take objection to. Mainly because this isn't a BuzzFeed video where he's deflecting the criticism of people complaining that it's another BuzzFeed video. If he would have made a similar joke in a video like Feminist BuzzFeed Rampage saying something like, "Oh look guys, it's another Pyro video with BuzzFeed in the title," then I think the joke would be more objectionable because, intended or not, it would seem like he's attempting to cut off the annoyance of his audience by beating them to the punch with his self-awareness, if that makes sense. For an actual example of what I mean though, let's have a look at a video entitled Onision, the Master Baiter by I'm Alex.
No, it's definitely the website's fault. And you may be sat there at home going, Alex, you're the one who complains about the website. Yeah, I do. But at the same time, I do realise that I'm not owed a YouTube career.
So in the clip, I'm Alex is talking about Onision and says that he's been complaining about YouTube's ad crisis and issues with the site. He then makes the self-aware / self-deprecating statement that he himself has been known to make videos complaining about the site in the past. The issue that I take with it is that it's seemingly a deflection of criticism people will give to him for being hypocritical. Onision makes a video about the ad issues with YouTube, and admittedly, he does seem to be exaggerating, if not outright manipulative, but the fact that I'm Alex already made a video giving his take on the issue, and is now calling someone else out for their video on it, could be perceived as a bit hypocritical. Couple that with this line in the video,
I do not believe we will be seeing many videos from Onision that will be of anything of worth, anything actually interesting, or don't contain a YouTuber's name in the title. That may be ironic. But at least I try and withhold some form of moral compass.
And it makes the deflection more blatant to me. Basically, what I'm Alex is saying with both of these statements is, yes, I did these things as well, but here's why they're different than when Onision did them. So to me, it seems like he's justifying these actions so as not to be called out for being hypocritical. But basically what I'm saying is, I think self-deprecation and self-awareness are bad when they're used to cut off criticisms or to make mockery of those criticisms. And I'm sure that I've probably also used it in a similar fashion at some point in my videos. In fact, my intro could even be seen as self-deprecating, mocking anyone who tells me that it sucks and telling them, fuck you. Why yes, I did make this intro. Thank you for noticing. It sucks. Fuck you. And while I intended it to be more of a mockery of people who have these incredibly elaborate intros, it could be seen as self-deprecation to deflect the people criticizing it and letting them know that I'm aware that it's not that great of an intro, but that's the joke. This also brings up the question of intentions. I can't definitively say that I'm Alex made those comments in his Onision video as an attempt to deflect criticisms. I can speculate and say that it makes sense that that's what he was doing, but I can't go inside of his head and pull out what his intentions were. I can only give you the way that I perceived them. And the way that you probably perceive a statement like this...
Now, unfortunately, the video hasn't hit 10 minutes yet, so I've got to fill it in somehow.
...is that Pyro is fluffing up his video to make more money, even at the cost of its entertainment value. But you'd be wrong, because his video was 13.5 minutes long, so apparently he just thought it was a hilariously fresh joke. Or he wasn't planning on adding a 2-minute long intro. Either way though, it's impossible to 100% know intentions without hearing it from the person's mouth, which makes self-deprecation as a means to deflect criticism easy to accuse, but a bitch to prove. The defense of just calling it a joke or saying that it's my sense of humor is a fair enough defense because self-deprecation is a very broad category and comedy is subjective. But when it's repeatedly used to mask a lack of effort in your videos or to conveniently make light of any other issues in your content, I think that's when it becomes more transparent that that person is attempting to hide or deflect the criticisms. And to me, at times, it can make the person look cowardly. Anyways, that's the video, guys. Like it, don't like it, let me know. Self-deprecation is an interesting topic in my opinion. I can tell you that I think a lot of commentary channels have used it to dampen criticisms in the past. Someone like Chubbs has even admitted to it.
Do you use self-deprecating humor as a shield so you can't be criticized?
I did.
You did?
I used to, yeah.
Used to, yeah.
But without them outright saying that this was their intentions, then you're just making accusations. I can provide you with examples that strengthen my case, but as soon as I'm Alex says,
the whole self-aware meme is pathetic. Just take a joke, cunt.
Then it's just an accusation because this person's intentions can't be proven and comedy is subjective. And to be fair, it does seem like quite a few commentators are moving away from overusing self-deprecation and self-awareness. In particular, I watched 2 of I'm Alex's most recent videos, and I didn't notice any blatant attempts at deflecting criticisms. But I do still think that it's an interesting topic, so I made a video on it. Shark pride for life, bruh.